Everybody, debut of my new computer, and yes, I'm kind of taller, but this is taller. The frame here is taller, and I'm down here, sort of. Anyway, um, sorry, I'm coughing. I've been dusting in here, so yeah. And excuse the slight mess. I'm still spring cleaning. I just started digging and going through and everything and making a list of things that I need and then start staging to get rid of things that I don't want anymore. Um, so I'm working on that. Today, it's been kind of eventful. Today, I received or looked at video clips of the Bondi hearing and everything. I was busy watching the Seahawks parade. That I'll talk about later. Um, Pam Bondi, for I understand, was being very disrespectful to those on the Oversight Committee. I mean, very disrespectful. She was asked a question and also ordered to turn around and apologize to the victims because the victims were there at the trial or at the hearing. She wouldn't do it. She was being very disrespectful and she said, well, a lot of you so-called layers are very unprofessional and everything else. And I would say, excuse me, you're the ones being unprofessional. You're the ones disobeying all federal laws. And you know what's going to happen? Karma will catch up with you, Bondi. And you're going to find yourself perp walked. I mean, perp walked to prison. That's where you're going to go. Okay? You and Trump will be perp walked to prison. And I don't like Trump. And I'm going to still keep speaking out against the idiot. And yes, he's an idiot. Miller's an idiot. And here they're doing, there's a number of other subjects I will touch upon. Anyway, she does not take the time to study and do research and say what she can and cannot do. She's not following protocol, saying she's supposed to be head of the DOJ. She's not head of the DOJ. She doesn't have any proper credentials, okay, to be head of it. She's never worked in it. Sure, she may have been a lawyer, but she's never worked her way up and learned different facets of law. And that's what's happening. She is not paying attention. So, Bondi, you're in big, big trouble, as in big doo-doo. I don't like smart little brats like you, Bondi. Let me phrase that. I don't like stupid brats like you, Bondi. You're not even smart. You're being utterly obtuse and stupid. I run into more lawyers that are professional about their job because they need to keep their clients. They need to keep, helping others, and that was their goal. That's the goal of a lawyer is not only serving the public and it's public service. That's what it is. But does she get it? No. And she says all these lying things. The DOJ is supposed to be independent of the executive office. They don't have they should not have loyalty to the president. They should be loyal to the Constitution, loyal to the people who they work for on their behalf. So, anyway, so She's digging herself big, deep hole. I mean, really big, deep hole. And she's not going to be able to get out of it. And there is tons, I mean, tons of video evidence. And she can't erase it. She tries erasing evidence, she can't erase the evidence in the computer. It's always going to be there. So I hope the professional rank and file will secretly keep the evidence and follow protocol. And they should ignore her as a boss. They, she said, well, you work for me. And she goes, no, we don't work for you. We work for the Constitution. We work for the people of this country. And we're not going to break laws. Okay, you're done with her. She's about as bad as Taco Donnie. Now on to local things. And yes, the Seattle Seahawks, of course, you know, on Sunday they won the Super Bowl. They just had their parade today, the victory parade, and had a trophy presentation and celebration at the Lumen Field. Well, first they had that celebration on Lumen Field first. Then they had the parade second, which was a smart way to go. Because before they had the parade in 2013, they had, well, 2014 time frame, 2013, 2014 time frame. They had the parade first, then the trophy thing get together. At that time, it was I think it was still not Lemon Field, but it was yeah, there was another name for the field before it was changed to Lumen. And of course, this is way after, yeah, because in 2000 the Kingdom was demolished. It made way for both. Used to be CenturyLink Field, and now it's Lumen Field. Made way for that stadium, and then made way for T-Mobile Park. They're right next door to each other. Uh, but they had their celebration at Lumen Field, and then they had their parade. Everybody was happy and cheering and witnessing history and everything. Number of kids were there. Of course, they get this stupid unexcused absence from the schools, and I go, come on, schools, you're into sports. What's wrong with a little bit of sportsmanship here? Okay? You're teaching the kids living history right here in sports, how we all get along. Stop this unexcused absence crap. Okay? You're demoralizing kids by doing that. Okay? And I remember I was given an excused absence because I was sick one time, and that was by my one time fifth grade teacher. I was down with strep throat. And she didn't want to believe me and everything else. Because she read the note from mom, and she go, well, it's unexcused. And I go, well, we'll see the vice principal about that. Vice principal was my third grade teacher, Mrs. Large. And she dragged my fifth grade teacher in the office and read her the riot act. She said, Virginia's been fighting chronic strep throat. Finally, of course, later on down the road, just toward when I graduated from elementary school, I had my tonsils removed. Should have been done earlier. But like with of schools in various school districts, they seem to use unexcused absence a lot, just for an excuse on their part. They need to grow up. They need to put themselves in the kids' shoes. They need to put themselves in the parents' shoes. Okay? Sorry, I'm fighting an itch back here on my shoulder. Um, anyway, they had celebrated their parade. It was much warmer this time around than it was when in 2013, well, 2014 time frame. I don't know why the NFL did that. You would think that they would hold the Super Bowl um, at the end of the year, like in December 29th or 25th or something like that, and do it on that year instead of lapping it over. Because it gets kind of confusing when they do that. Because the Seahawks won this year. They won this past Sunday. So why are they saying 2025 Super Bowl champions when it should be 2026 Super Bowl champions? Weird. Let's see. I hope you guys can see and hear me okay. The comment thing hasn't caught up yet. I don't know why it's not working, but it was working before then. I'm going to be removing a lot of stuff from my old computer and getting rid of that, get that ready to be recycled. It was starting to get slower. Some things were starting not to work. And this is that. It was kind of fighting a battle with AI because my printer's AI, this is AI, and most of the stuff is AI. And so this was acting up most of the time. It would freeze up sometimes. Now, sometimes the freeze up happens here. If not on my end, it's wherever I'm watching, it's on their end. Okay? Now, on to the update on me, what's going on. Okay, I saw my physical therapist on Tuesday, let's see, today's Wednesday. Saw her on, yesterday? Yeah, I saw her yesterday. It's getting better. I'm still wearing this. And then I'm wearing this. This is designed for people with arthritis. Well, this finger wants to pop. Okay. Still doing that. But it helped alleviate some issues. I'm starting to get swan finger in this finger. What happens is the bottom here gets so stretched out and then it locks up. Scar tissue builds sometimes. And it locks up, then I can't bend my finger down. So it pops. Keeps here and pops. I likely have more arthritis in here, but this has gone down quite a bit now. So I'm moving them better. It's just I have this to prevent it from hanging up. But it does get sore after I do exercises, but I still keep doing exercises. And this was given to me. This is like a little squeeze ball, okay? To strengthen your hand. It works on the smaller muscles, okay? Now, last Friday I went in to see my orthopedic surgeon on my knee. I have arthritis in the knee. And it's getting somewhat worse. Because once in a while my knee will pop out. And so I'm very careful I don't torque it. When I do long walks or I'm on it a lot, I wear my bamboo brace, one compress brace, and she loves those. I said, it really helps. And she said, it really does. It really helps. It makes your leg, it gives it more support and keeps warm, keeps it moving and everything else. Because the weakest part of your um, when your circulation's not that good, it's like in the knee area, the foot, the hand, um, you want circulation, blood circulation, and to keep it warm and everything. You don't want cold. When you have arthritis, you don't want cold because it makes it worse. Makes your hand or knee or whatever swell up a little bit and makes it really uncomfortable. So you try to alleviate it more than anything. Anyway, I hope you like this is much clearer. I hope you can hear me okay. And I will see you guys later. Oh, one thing before I forget. Up here, there is a camera up here. But my chair does not go high enough to make it level. So it's more like up there. You can see I'm somewhat down, but that's higher up there. So um anyway, if you have any questions, uh, message me on my Facebook page or message me on my YouTube channel and get a hold of me that way. Um, and I will see. Let me check my calendar real quick here. Calendar. No, not cooperating. I will see you on Friday. Um, yeah, I'll see you on Friday. Uh, as usual. And have a good week. Stay safe. If you get run into by ICE, put them in their place. Okay? They're not, to me, ICE is not federal officers. They don't even act like they're federal officers. They act like a bunch of bullies. And I would love to see the police, state police, and the local police and the sheriffs arrest them. Arrest them, put them in the pokey, and keep them there. Denying them bail. Okay? Uh, ICE should be banned. That's my opinion on that. So anyway, I will see you on Friday. Take care. Now I'll post this on my YouTube channel. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. Keep fighting. Keep raising your voices. Drown out the right-wing MAGA rhetoric. Okay? And push on Congress to impeach Trump and company. They need to go now. And do a snapshot election. Do it all the voting online, fully encrypted so it cannot be diddled with. And in other words, no cheating. And get a new president in the place. And I would suggest to the new president borrow President Obama's and President Biden's cabinet members. Okay? So, anyway, I love you all. I'll see you on Friday and I will post this on my YouTube channel. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye bye. Where are you? Why are you not there we go.